multiple income streams without adding more work. And that is what we are going to discuss today. So if you're ready to learn beginner-friendly way to have multiple income streams without adding more work, you definitely are in the right place. So let me get this set up here. And thanks everybody for joining us. We've almost got everybody in the room. Woohoo! I'm going to get recording and we're going to get rocking and rolling. South Africa in the house, Houston, Texas in the house. Love it. Oregon in the house. Welcome everybody. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, guys, and we're just going to dive into the information. The goal is for you guys to get off of here with a crystal clear understanding of how to automate your business. And just, I really want you to understand what it takes to make an income online. Like that is my main goal. If you can walk away with that clarity today, I did my job. Okay. So today we're going to talk about a beginner-friendly freedom system. And let me explain what I mean by freedom system. This is where you have a system that works for you 24/7. So you're not trading time for dollars. So this training was made for you if you have no experience or if you've not made any money online and you just have no idea where to start. Or you have no following and you don't have an audience, you don't have an email list, or you don't have thousands of followers. Or this is for you if you just want clarity. You want one simple proven path to start and not 10 different options that spend a lot of time and confuse you. So if you said yes to even one of these, you are in the right place. So let me pull up my chat here. How many of you want to build something that earns for you even when you're not working? Put yes or no in the comments if you want something that can work for you even when you're not working. Yes. Well, then congratulations. You guys are definitely in the right place today. So here is what we're going to cover. How people go from zero to earning online. You're going to hear real stories, real paths, no fluff. And I mean, we're not here talking about, hey, you can make money without doing anything. That's not what we're here. And what actually works and what you should ignore. And we're going to cut through the noise so you can stop spinning your wheels, stop being overwhelmed, stop spending time and not getting results. And how automations make this so beginner friendly. The system works while you live your life. So no hustle required. So let me first introduce myself before we dive into the information. My name is Michelle O'Neill. I'm a mom. I'm a mentor. I'm your hope dealer. I have built a 7-figure income while putting my family first. I had no following when I started. I just started with this system I'm going to share with you today. I'm the founder of the Legacy Builders program and the digital growth community, and we are on a mission to help parents build freedom-based income. I didn't build a business to be busy. I built a business to be free. And if that's what your goal is, you are definitely in the right place. We are real people with real results. So Christina, look at this, you guys. While she was in the shower, she had made $1,400. That's the power of automations. She didn't have to direct message anybody. She didn't have to get on the phone with anybody. She literally let her system do that work for her. And again, we're going to show you that system. And look at this, she has made a $1,400 sale in a day. And earlier she had a $100 sale while she was chilling at home. Again, the automations did the work for her. So do you feel like you're juggling family, work, life, you're trying to get the balance and you're still barely getting ahead, or you don't have enough time to do more things, or you just want more income, but not at the cost of missing moments with your family? You're tired of side hustles and you've tried them before and you're just burnt out, or you're tired of starting over. Put me in the comments if any of them can relate to you. I was several of them, by the way. Okay, good. We got a me. Awesome. Then you're in the right place, Carol. Love it. Love it. So here, let's just talk about the raw reality and the hard truth about making money. You need a big following. No, you don't. That's wrong. You need the right system that attracts the right customers. It takes years to start earning. That is false. The right path can produce income, some people in weeks, some people in days, some people in months. It works for everyone as long as they don't quit. It's too complicated. That's wrong. Automations handles the heavy lifting for you. You have to hustle 24/7. Wrong. You need automations, not long hours. That's the key. Have you noticed that the formula here, automations? So here's your beginner-friendly freedom system. 3 steps, 1 system, and income on autopilot. So your offer, you need a proven digital product or program that solves a real problem. No need to build anything from scratch. It's already done for you. The audience. This is where you can create short content using TikTok or Instagram or Facebook Reels or YouTube Reels or Shorts and bring the right people to you. But here's the part I love. You don't need a large following or need to spend money on ads. I have built my entire business and I'm still yet to spend money on marketing. Automations. You have a capture page, email sequence, and community systems that run 24/7, converting strangers into paying members while you live your life. Okay. Now, if that confused you right now, or you're like, I'm not tech savvy, that's okay. You're going to see how you can actually get a template, a pre-built system, and all you got to do is plug your information into it. So no building anything from scratch, no trying to get something to that, oh my gosh, is this going to work? Okay, is a system that is already proven and tested to work. So step 1, the right offer. There is a simpler way. By the way, there is. So for those of you that feel like there's not, there is. And I was just like you in 2022. I thought it was going to be hard and take a lot of time. But today you can build a business that actually works with your life instead of against it. Plus, the right offer can turn into multiple income streams online in 2026. So the right offer equals simplicity, easier to market, sells itself, and makes 100% profit. So why this is different? You have real income, real freedom built around your family. So most people think they need to have tech skills, a big following, or 10 plus hours a day. But the right offer eliminates all of that. So if you have a ready to sell digital offer, first of all, you get to keep 100% of the profits because it's digital. So there's not the cost involved like there is with a physical product. And because it's digital, you can have a global business, which means you can sell to anybody in the world, not just in your city or your state or your country. And you don't need tech skills, not in today's automated digital world. And it's scalable, meaning you can grow from $100 days to $1,400 days and beyond. So here is 3 reasons why right now is the perfect time. Because so many people think, well, am I too late? No, you're not too late. The demand has never been higher. Millions of people are searching daily for ways to earn income from home. The audience that needs what you offer is bigger right now in 2026 than it ever has been. Let me share with you why. That is because so many people are getting laid off. So many people are not getting the raises that they used to get, right? And unfortunately, we're not getting the raises, but inflation is still going up, expenses are still going up, but our income isn't. So they're looking for additional income streams, or the people that are losing jobs are like, I don't want to go back into the workforce. I want to be my own boss. I want to build digital income. That's why the demand, my friend, is so much higher. There's people today that started looking that weren't looking 2 days ago, but their life had changed. AI and automations make it so much simpler. I mean, the tools that we used months and years ago used to take forever. Now we can set it up in a few days. It requires no tech team like it did in 2018. I mean, a mom like me with no tech skills can use her phone and build a business in 2026. My automated system, it took me, you can literally, 2 focused hours, you can have everything set up if you follow it step by step. That's what I love. Community-based income is exploding. We live in what's called a trust economy. It is the most powerful business model right now. People buy from people, and the Legacy Builders program teaches you exactly how to build it from day 1. So step 2, 1 system. This is your automations. So let's talk about why automations is the beginner's superpower. Okay, this is what it looks like. We post content. I mean, no matter where you go today, people are hanging out on social media. It just makes sense to grow a business using social media. You don't have to use your personal account. We actually show you how to create your own business account. Just like Walmart, they have their own business account. You don't see the founders of Walmart posting their personal stuff on their business account, right? We teach you that exact same strategy. And then traffic flows. When you create content, you'll get engagement, and we take people to your automated system. Then your system does the work. We have email sequence that nurtures them automatically while you live your life, and you earn. Sales come in even at 2 a.m. while you're sleeping. The 2 hour work model, you have more income, more presence, but more life. This is a system that has literally built every single one of my community builders. And we launched this system in April of 2024, 2 years ago, the beginning of this month. And it has grown a community to 59,800 people without spending any money on ads. The process works. And I love that for them because they're getting customers while they have their life back. This is what it looks like. This is what an automated system looks like. And this is what we do. We give somebody something for free. We actually give them access to the Freedom from a Blueprint. They put their email in. The moment they put their email in, they're taken to a video. And below the video is that link. They can go buy at any time. And in their email, they get the Freedom from a Blueprint. They get another email with a link in there that they can go buy at any time. Here's what I love. On your website, you can have up to 5 income streams in Spanish and 5 income streams in English. And when you sell a product, you could make $1,400 off of a customer, or 900, or 600, or 300, or 100, or all of the above. If you think about that, if you have 5 income streams in Spanish and 5 in English, that's a total of $6,600 in products that you have on your website that you can make. Imagine just getting one customer a month of all 10 of them. That's $6,600 a month you would make through your automated system. And the system has no monthly expenses. I love that for you, that you can run your business on autopilot, complete automations with no monthly expenses. Plus, the company that hosts our system is called System.io, and you can become an affiliate for them and generate another income stream. Passive income, one activity equals 2 income streams. Look at this, Lulama out of South Africa. You guys are actually going to hear from her today, but she posted this literally not too long ago. She was $600 while cozy in my house. Yes, we're breaking patterns. Like, she literally made that. It wasn't the work that she had to do. She literally was doing what she loved to do, and her income came in. $1,400 bundle pack sale, and she's from South Africa as well. You guys, that's more money than her old salary in a single day. One transaction. That is what we absolutely love about this process. So step 3, the 2-hour workflow. This is something that was so important to me. When I created this program, it was about you in mind. It was like, how can I help you be consistent without burnout? How can I show you that consistency is going to win? And so I don't want you to be overwhelmed. How can you have short, little bite-sized bites that you can do every day to get you closer to your goal? So step 1, 30 minutes a day, copy and pasting free ads to high traffic websites for free. First of all, I loved this because during that 30 minutes while I'm posting free ads, I could be listening and learning to trainings, right? Copy, paste, and post. There is high traffic websites globally, thousands of websites where you can post free ads. Step 2, 1 hour a day posting content. This isn't 1 hour a day scrolling on social media. This is 1 hour a day posting content. When you start out, I recommend a 7-second video, a 30-second video, and a 1-minute video. That's it. And when you get really good at your content, it no longer will take you 1 hour. It will take you less. But this is a great foundation to build off of. Structure equals freedom. I'm trying to help you be so structured with your time so you have more freedom in your life. And then number 3, 30 minutes responding to comments and emails. Okay, this is it. This is the 2-hour workflow. Now, it will change when you start growing your business. So let me explain. I did this whole system right here, and then I decided to have the courage to go live. I was like 50 some days into my business. So I didn't go live my first 50 days. And when I went live, by then I could get my 3 pieces of content created in 30 minutes, and then I would go live for an hour. I quit doing the copy and paste and free ads. If I could go back and change it, I would have added another 30 minutes to my day. because the free ads helped me get monetized on YouTube and unlocked another income stream. So you think about it. I have passive income. I can sell digital programs. I'm an affiliate for my automated system, and now I'm monetized on social media. Look at all the income streams that unlocks without adding more work. So let me simplify this for you how it all works, okay? The Legacy Builders Program and Master Resale Rights is a complete shortcut to online success. So the Legacy Builders Program literally helps you build automated online income, and you can start from scratch. You have a step-by-step training. You'll learn affiliate marketing, TikTok shop, UGC, master resale rights, how to be monetized on social media, all in one place. You can unlock all of those types of income streams. Done for you automations. You have funnel, email sequence, and capture pages that you set up once and you earn on repeat and no monthly expenses. Community and coaching. You have live training, a supportive community, and expert mentorship alongside of you the entire way. So yes, you're in business for yourself where you can make 100% profit, but you're not in business by yourself. And the power of it all, unlocking multiple income streams. You are going to learn how to unlock many income streams in the digital space without the hustle. That is what I love. For example, Paula, she took what she learned inside of this. She created her own digital product called Magnetic Method for digital marketers. And she had her first sale and made $397, all because of what she learned inside the Legacy Builders program. She applied and has she just added this other income stream to her tool belt of income streams. Every single millionaire and billionaire on this planet has more than one income stream. It's okay for you to as well. You'll love it. Now, this is the part I love. I want to do the income math with you. This is a math that changes everything. I did not want you to have to get a customer and make 50 bucks or 13 bucks. I wanted one customer to be worth your time. Because when you're first starting out, you don't have a following yet, you haven't built authority yet, you haven't built a brand yet, so it's going to take longer to get customers. So one customer equals $1,400. All you need is 6 customers a month to make 14 or times 1,400 is 100K a year. Just 6 customers a month. You realize there is 5 billion people on social media, and all you need, my friend, is 6 customers a month to become a six-figure earner. That is just in one of our income streams that you can unlock. How many of you would love to learn how to get so good with your marketing that you can attract 6 customers a month? Put yes in the comments if that's you. Yes, love it. And here's what I love. You don't need no massive audience is not needed, just the right community to support you along the way. You make 100% profit, so no sharing your profits with others. You do not have to share your profits with others when you're promoting something digital, and multiple income streams inside our community. This is the model we teach, and this is the model that grew a community to 59,800 people. Okay, so a little bit about the Legacy Builders, everything you need in one place. The full Legacy Builders program unlocked in Spanish and English, affiliate marketing training, TikTok shop, UGC creator training, AI training, master resale rights training, 6 and 7 figure scaling roadmap, done for you funnels, sequence, and live training and community. This is literally your one-stop e-learning program. So here's my question for you. How many customers would you need on a monthly basis to cover your rent or your mortgage? At $1,400 a month, how many would you need? Typically, when I ask that, people say 2 to 3 customers. Okay, yeah. That's our first goal, by the way. That's our first big goal. I want to make sure that your biggest expense is covered every single month. That removes pressure. And then when you can remove pressure, freedom comes, right? So many of you thinking, but why now? Well, the window is open right now that I've never seen before. And most people don't even know it. The opportunity is huge right now. First of all, there's 5.3 billion people globally online. $6.3 trillion in sales, online sales, is expected for 2026. 6.3 trillion. You know how much money is going to be made online? Why not you? And the 2-hour work model that actually works. It's all about Structure time so you have more freedom in your life. So if you want a clear starting point instead of guessing, you are in the right place. So what I want to do real quick before I go on, because something that I thought was so powerful about this was I'm just a gal in Kansas. And I just started creating content for my perfect customer. And my content was pushed in South Africa. And it has created a ripple effect in South Africa. Matter of fact, in South Africa right now, there's 29 self-made millionaires in South Africa. And I want Lulama to come on and share with you because not only has she taken what she's learned inside the Legacy Builders program, and not only does that create her an income, now she's even launched her own community and making income inside of there, helping people not even in like a digital way, right? Because she learned the marketing skills. Okay, Lulama, are you with me, my friend? And I'm so
I'm
excited
here.
about
I'm
you.
here. Hi, Michelle. Hi, everybody. So my name is Lulama Alipi Hughes, also known as Lulu. I am a wife. I'm a designer by profession. I'm a bag designer. I have my own brand called Lulu London. I came across the Legacy Builder when I was frazzled. I was that wife who was trying to juggle, being a wife and also just trying to like run a business, Lulu London. Lulu London is a business that I've been running since 2021 when I lost my father. And it just grew. I launched it in New York and it went to London, it went to Germany, it went to the Caribbean, but I was not managing at all. Like I was failing dismally. I was losing so much money. And, I came across the Legacy Builder around the time where I was about to really throw the towel because I wasn't sure whether I'm a boy or a bicycle because nothing was coming together. But I was showing up, I was doing the right thing. I went to school. I've got a master's degree. I thought this is the right path. After I completed my master's degree, I went and started my own business and it was just not working. Luckily, I came across the business when I was already a content creator. So I started content creation just out of, being someone who's a natural community builder. I wanted to share information to people across the world on how to access opportunities abroad because I'm somebody who has had an opportunity to study, work, and live abroad. So, around the time that I came across the Legacy Builder, I think I was already 2 years in the content creation space and I had over 200,000 followers. But I'm a wife, I'm this bag designer, I'm struggling, and there's information right in my face. I see people talking about making money. I was making money as a content creator, but it was not consistent income. Up until I came across some lady, who I had been following for quite some time. And, she spoke about the Legacy Builder being a business that one should learn if you want to make consistent income online. And I remember sending her text messages, a couple of times. And this was a South African lady. And I was in London at that time. I was based in London. And I sent her a message. And then I saw people talking about the 2-hour workflow. And I just thought this can't be like this 2 hour workflow thing can't be real. Then I think I wasted time, because I was just having a limiting belief. I was thinking this can't be real. People are making money in 2 hours. How come? How dare? You know? So then I thought about it and I was like, what's the worst that could happen if I really just ask this lady and I corner her and I just ask her to tell me how does she make money in 2 hours? And then one day I just called her. And around that time, I've lost so much money in my business. I think I'd lost around 18,000 pounds, which translates to probably $20,000 in dollars. In South African rands, that's a lot of money. And I was like, let me call her. And I contacted her and I said, listen, I really want something that's just going to just help me, just stay afloat, right now, I have a business, it's bleeding money, but I really just want something that's just going to help me just, be above the water. I wasn't expecting to make, anything more than, let's say, $200, you know? And she said, yeah, there's just start the business, you can start with $100. I didn't even know that there's other programs. I just started because I was just tired of being in my situation and I just wanted to do something different, And I purchased a program and I didn't even know what was going on. All I knew was at least I can content create. I can create content and I can educate, And I just leaned on that. And I remember making $400 in 4 days of starting this business. And I'm like, in 4 days, I've been able to make $400. And I thought I'm just going to make 200 maybe a month, And I made $400 and I was like, I'm in. And I just focused and, just try to just dive in as much as I can. And I think by the end of 4 weeks, I'd already made $4,000. And that really just changed for me. I didn't tell my family anything. I didn't tell my husband. I kept it cute and mute until I think 3 months into the business when I actually made like 500,000 in South African rands, It was like almost 30,000 rands. And I was like, oh, there's this business that I'm doing, online, and it has made me this much money. And my husband is American, and I said it made me $30,000. So he was like, $30,000. And I said, yes, I'm educating people about how to make money online. But for me, when I was able to actually make that money, I paid off a debt that was making me have sleepless nights, immediately. And this was around 4 months where I was able to pay off a 400,000 debt, which was about $20,000. And that was a seismic shift. First of all, in just 4 months, everything changed for me because I learned so much about the business. I started off as somebody wanting to just, be afloat, but I was able to pay off a whole debt, And after that, learn a skill. What I learned, which I didn't know in the online space, was that I can make consistent income. I was in the online space. I was a content creator. I would get brand deals now and then, and they would make me work, like work. I remember my first brand deal was with a bank, and it was a 3 months campaign. And the amount of money that they paid for that brand deal, I had to sweat blood, water, and I don't know what else, But when I realized that I can make $900 a day, I can actually make double of it in a day. And that was a seismic shift for me. And, I started just really teaching other women about this, who were in the same place as me, teaching other men, teaching people who are stressed, people, who are in debt. And, just wanting them to understand that there is a way to be able to do this. You don't have to be stuck just because, you don't know how to make money. People are on their phones, they're scrolling all the time. And I think in 11 months of being in the business, I was able to make my first million in South African rands. And I didn't say anything about it. I just thought, thank you, God, this is really something that is good. It has helped me shift the mindset. It has helped me raise my standards. It has also helped me, just teach other people that this is possible.
Oh my goodness, hopefully she'll come back here. Isn't her story absolutely amazing, you guys? Like, oh my goodness. Hopefully she will unfreeze here, but she has gone on to create her own community. I would love for her to share, like, oh, there you are. Okay, you're back.
Oh, did you lose me? Sorry.
We did. We lost you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think I'm 17 months in the business. I've gone on to create my own community. I'm mentoring in my community. I think people in my community, it's 2,700 now. And I started my community in November, and I'm now mentoring in 14 different countries. And I didn't know how to do that. I was just that content creator that used to give information on TikTok. But now, I've built a community. I'm able to actually engage people and just do proper mentorship. And I've learned the skill in the business. I didn't know that there's something like creating a community that exists. And, this business is not only about making money, it's about you building a community, building a legacy for yourself, building so many different avenues of being able to earn. You know, I'm somebody now who's able to just travel as much as I want. I'm an avid traveler, but with this business, you know, I travel as much as I want because I'm not in debt. I'm debt free. I can be able to do whatever I want. Before, even if I needed to travel, I would go and travel and be broke after that. Now I don't even look at what traveling really means or it costs, you know. And I'm here to inspire a lot of people who are thinking that, you know, this online space is for entertainment. When I learned about Michelle, I really had a seismic shift. Every time, you know, I see Michelle, I say, Michelle and I started TikTok around the same time. I started TikTok I think in October. She started in September, I think, with the business. And I always wish if I had met her then, you know, I feel like I would have had and even, you know, a bigger impact in terms of helping other people, because this business is not only about you helping yourself, but there are so many women that are on this platform today, you know, who are on this webinar, who are listening, who came across me, you know, who were able to actually change their lives. People who were depressed, you know, people who had jobs that they hated and they were able to actually leave their jobs just because they came across my video and they were able to start the business. So if you are here and you're really, really doubting, you know, some of us are the proof in the pudding that this works. I was a damsel in distress when I started. Now I'm cruising, you know, and I'm helping people cruise. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you so much for sharing your story. I appreciate it. I love your heart and I love what you're doing. You not only in this, but also with your community. Just kind of just briefly share, like, because your community isn't about making money. Share with them what your community is about, because I think it's really cool. But you've just taken the skills that you've learned in here to do that.
Thank you, Michelle. So I'm an avid traveler. You know, I'm somebody who has been traveling for over 25 years. I started my journey in traveling as a flight attendant. I do look young, but I am, you know, in my mid 40s. So I started traveling when I was like 21 as a flight attendant. And because of the knowledge of traveling, and that's what I started doing, you know, as a content creator, it was to share information about traveling, whether it has to do with job opportunities abroad, whether it has to do with study opportunities abroad, or just visa opportunities. And you know, I started my community to educate people about those opportunities. I teach people, you know, about what kind of opportunities can they access with different visas in different parts of the world. I'm somebody who has been very fortunate to live in different parts of the world. I've lived in 4 countries. And, you know, I educate about study opportunities. And if somebody is stuck, for example, and don't even know where to begin, I will guide you. Like I will give you a step-by-step guide on how to apply for studies abroad, for, you know, scholarships, because I am somebody who has studied abroad. I studied in London, for example, as a South African. So I always teach things that I've already gone through and I've already been able to access. But mainly my community is to give people access to opportunities abroad, whether it has to do with, you know, work, study, or just visa opportunities. I have people who contacted Michelle and they tell me, you know, today I'm about to marry my husband because I met you online. You gave me an opportunity to go and, you know, and work in the UK. Because of your video, I went to the UK and now I'm marrying my husband. And that really, really warms my heart, you know. And we may take it for granted that we are in the online space, but we are impacting people in ways that we don't even imagine. And having opportunities to even build communities, you know, is just, you know, invaluable. So thank you so much for just coming across, you know, somebody that spoke about this business, because not only have I expanded, but I've extended my expansion to other people, even through my community.
Yes. Oh, gosh. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I really wanted people to hear that, right? Because you did join to get some extra income, but you took your skills and knowledge, it grew your confidence, and now you've created an amazing community like that that has nothing to do with making income, but helping people travel. So thank you so much for sharing, my friend. I really appreciate you, and congratulations on all your success. Oh, love
Thank
it.
you, Michelle. Thank you. I'm honored to share my story.
Yeah. Guys, that's what I'm sharing with you right there, right? So she was able to take what she learned. Like I said, you learn everything you need in the digital space to like pursue dreams, help other people in many different areas. Oh, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing. Oh, such a great story. So let's just talk about what is offered, right, when you get started. Because I want you to imagine having one offer that unlocks 10 income streams and unlocks the learning potential to grow, just like you heard Lulama be able to do. So this is what I love. You make 100% profit on your website. You can have up to the 10 income streams. And if you look at that, that is 6,600 in e-learning programs that you can get the resale rights on. And you have a bonus as well. And that is part of the community. Yes, you're in business for yourself. You're going to make 100% profit, but you're not in business by yourself. You have support. We got to change this, right? We're now 59,800 members. But when we launched in April of 2024, you guys, in 10 months, our community collectively generated $29 million. That went into the community's pockets. You know how many lives were changed. You know how many families were able to get out of debt, walk away from that part-time job, walk away from their full-time job, pay their cars off, get a new car, get a new home, change their zip code. That's what we love. You know how many moms are able to never take a calculator to the grocery store again? That's the things that we love. We do have a training inside of there, Launch to Profit in 7 days. And when you go through that, some people do get their investment back in 7 days. Some people go through it again and it takes a week or two, but it is a simple to follow strategy that you can have. And here's what our community looks like, right? We do challenges right now. We have a 90-day challenge going on to help you grow and scale a business to what it takes to make 30K in 90 days. You get access to the replays. We do weekly calls. If you can't get on live, you can get access. These webinars that you are on right now, you get access to the replays and you get access to inviting potential customers to them as well. Okay, we have every single thing you need to be very, very successful. Now, what I want to do is there is a gal in our community that actually, when she got started, she was brand new to the digital space. So guess what she did? She just simplified her business, and Christina went through the Launch to Profit in 7 days. That's what she did, right? I want you to hear her story, right? You heard Lulama that had a following, but it wasn't generating the revenue she needed to get rid of stress. Then you have Christina as a stay-at-home mom that didn't have a following, didn't have any understanding. She just took that simple training. You guys, now she's a six-figure earner inside our community. And ask her, she never thought she would ever be a six-figure earner. That's the power if you're coachable and consistent. So Christina, are you with us?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Hey, love the color on you.
Thanks. It's my favorite. So if you are a stay-at-home mom, you're probably going to relate to my story a little bit. I'm nobody special, perfect, or fancy. I have literally been a stay-at-home mom for the last 15 and a half years to 3 boys. And that came with a lot of sacrifices. My husband, he worked himself to the bone. He worked nights, he worked weekends. And if we needed more money, he just kept working harder. And I was really, really tired of feeling crummy about myself because I couldn't help him pay the bills. I was the stay-at-home mom that always had a side hustle in my back pocket. I taught myself how to bake cookies. I had my own little baking business for 13 years. I would literally work 14-hour days to make an extra $30 or $40 to help my husband feed our family because of the cost of supplies on that side hustle. And I thought that was my only option. A little over a year ago was my massive turning point when I found this program. I thought I got to do something different. My husband started working more weekends. Saturdays were taken up. We still didn't have enough money, still paycheck to paycheck broke, in the red almost every single Monday. Credit card debt for the last 19 years together. Like, it was just constant struggle. I always said that we were like borderline house poor. We had enough to juggle the bills like a circus, but we didn't have enough to do anything with our kids. Never take vacations. If something broke down, we would have to call family to borrow money or a paycheck loan, or just constant debt, constant, what do you call them? Payment plans, all of those things. So the struggle was real. I thought, well, now that my kids are in school, I need to go get a job because I thought that was my only option. I haven't had a job in about 15, 16 years. So who's going to want to hire me and pay my worth? Or I actually went to nursing school before I got pregnant with my first son, and I spent 30 grand on a nursing degree, and then I quit to be a stay-at-home mom. So I thought, well, I could pick that up again. by the grace of God, I was scrolling on Facebook and this random lady popped up on my feed. God honest, have no idea how she even became my friend on Facebook at all. She was talking about making milk money. She was milking her cows and homeschooling her kids, and $900 was hitting her bank. And I'm like, that's insane. That sounds way too good to be true, but I was intrigued. So I got the information. I sat in her emails for a little bit because that was my biggest regret about this whole thing, is sitting in her emails for 3 weeks because I was nervous. I didn't understand what this was. I had never heard of a digital product, none of that stuff at all. And then she sent me a webinar just like this. And I didn't even know what a webinar was. Like, I am clueless to the digital space, completely clueless. She sent me a webinar. I listened to it. I heard a man named Daryl Hannah speak on that webinar, and something about his conviction and the way that he said what he said, it spoke to my heart. And I'm like, I got to do this. I really need to try, because what's the alternative? I mean, we're in debt. Like, what else am I going to do here? I went to my husband, I told him about it, and he said, Christina, that doesn't seem real. That sounds a little scammy, maybe a little pyramid scheme. And he just had so many limiting beliefs. But I, in my heart, felt like maybe, just maybe, I don't know. I heard Daryl say, if you are coachable, if you're consistent, there's literally no way you can't see some success. I had never done anything on the online space. I didn't even know how to post on TikTok. I knew nothing, but I believed him. I just had a fire in my heart to change my family's life. I jumped in on a payment plan because I couldn't afford to do this. We had no credit card. We had one credit card that had $400 left on it. I put it on a payment plan coming out of that credit card, and I wanted the Legacy Builder program, the top program at the time. I knew it was going to bounce. If I didn't make money, I knew it was going to go to collections. I didn't even care. I needed a change in our life. Jumped in, followed your Launch to Profit training. In 2 weeks, I made $900, paid that off. And then a couple days later, another sale. And when I got in here, I saw the mass amounts of success in here. And I'm like, that's crazy. If I could just make $1,000 a month, that would help my husband stop working Saturdays. I was naive to what I had my hands on. And I mean, then I started, it just exploded, and I didn't even try. I followed your steps. I followed the 90-day run. It gave me confidence in myself. It just peeled back insecure layers. I wanted to start this faceless because I didn't want people to see me. And that was my goal. Jumped in. I saw what I had in my hands on. I'm like, everybody needs to see this. So I shared it, and now I never in my wildest dreams ever thought that I would make 6 figures from doing this, like at all, not even the slightest like inkling in my brain. It's just last night, I've actually, since you shared my shower money, my shower $1,400 day, I've actually made $3,600 in the last day and a half. Yesterday at the ballpark, this hit me so hard because I thought I needed a job. My kids right now, it is 6 days a week of baseball, 6 hours a day of baseball at the ball field. We live at the baseball pretty much. And I had a $900 customer hit my phone while I was watching my son play baseball last night. And that's not the first time that's happened. It happens on the regular, which is crazy. And I'm not bragging because this is literally the opportunity you have right here when you set this system up. But I'm sitting there and my phone made me 900. I'm so proud to share with my husband and my kids. They get so excited too. They're so proud of it. And then I hear this man sitting in front of us, and he says, somebody asked where his wife was. And he said, well, somebody called out of work, so she had to do a double. And she had, like, gives me goosebumps because she is, it hurts my heart that people don't realize that your phone can literally make you more than a full-time income at a job. Like, that woman had to work 14, 16 hour a shift and miss her son playing baseball. And that just killed me. So this isn't even just about the money either. The confidence you gain in yourself, your worth, you're surrounded by all these people that want to see you succeed. It is like such a positive environment instead of a negative work environment where everybody's stressed, overwhelmed. I mean, that used to be me. I always say I was a stressed out, stressed the hell out stay-at-home mom that was tired of feeling crappy. I wanted to spoil my husband. I hated being upset when my husband would spend $20 on a t-shirt because I knew that I paid a bill and it was going to go into negative. I didn't like feeling like that. I needed to change something. I couldn't afford to do it. I found a way to do it. And if you need a change, nothing is going to change if you don't do something different. You really have to think about, if you're sitting here contemplating this, what if it does work? Because that's the only belief that I jumped into. I listened to Daryl, and I'm so thankful for him showing up and saying those words. That's the only thing I remember about that webinar is those couple sentences. And that it changed my entire life. like to the core. I get to be home, I get to be present, and I still get to make more than a full-time income. My husband worked all week, and literally one of my sales covers what he makes all week. So I'm telling you, nothing will change if nothing changes. I spent 30 grand on a nursing degree. I never made a dime as a nurse. I invested in this class one time on a payment plan, and I've made over 6 figures from my phone as a stay-at-home mom working a couple hours a day. Like, where else can you make $1,400 in the shower? Not working, like, and keep 100% profit. And then you have a multimillionaire telling you exactly what to do every single day to grow your business. I'm so blessed. Thank you, Michelle. You have changed my life. Like, thank you is not even like the right word. Like, I can't express to you for creating this, for pouring into us. I am so, so forever thankful.
Well, congratulations. And that's just more spending money when you go to the beach for your birthday.
Yes, we are going down to Gulf Shores next month. I, as a stay-at-home mom, got to rent a beach house for my family. Like, we just purchased my car, and my business is paying for that as a stay-at-home mom. I have never in my life made money like this. And I worked as a nursing assistant and had a decent income. Like, never anything like this, all from my phone. A couple hours a day around baseball, chaos. Like, just imagine cooking your family dinner and your phone lighting up, and you look down and you see the PayPal symbol. Like, I love, like, it's like nothing else. And you unlock your phone and you see that while you're making dinner, your phone made you $1,400. Like, it's happening like wildfire in here. It's not just the people that are speaking. Tons of wins inside this community. So I'm so thankful.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing. I'm so proud of you. And I mean, every time you go to a ball game, you just like, you make the home run with money. And you're not the only one who can do it. And that's what I love. So thank you so much for sharing. Oh my goodness, you guys. I hopefully that story inspired you. Just hearing these stories, let them be your hope dealer, okay? Because your legacy starts now. Say yes to peace, purpose, and wanting to change your life. So I want to introduce you to the Legacy Builders Bundle Pack. It's everything you will ever need to grow a business in the digital space, to learn the digital skills, to be able to unlock multiple streams of income. You immediately can unlock 10, 5 in Spanish, 5 in English. You're going to learn AI, TikTok Shop, UGC, affiliate marketing, attraction marketing, email marketing if you want. It's all in there when you want to learn it. We have live interactive weekly calls like Daryl that she was talking about. He is going to be training next month inside our community. Like, you are trained by the people making the income. They literally share with you exactly what they do. You have a global business in 2 languages. Again, 72 customers is all you need to make 6 figures online. You get all of this for only $1,400. Yes, there's payment plans, and here's the part that I absolutely love. One customer gets you in profit mode. That is something that is super important. Here's an example of some of the AI training that you get. I love that. AI is not going to take you out of business, but not knowing AI will. So we've helped you unlock the most amazing AI training that can save you time and help you grow a very successful business. Now, if that is not your goals, we get it. We know one size doesn't fit all. We like to have options for everyone. We like to meet you where you are on your path to learning digital marketing and making an income online. So we have our Legacy Builders program, and you can get it in Spanish or English. With that, you still generate 4 income streams. You still get UGC, you still get brand deals, you still get affiliate marketing as well. Our digital mastery, you still unlock 3 income streams, and yes, you still get a UGC and brand deals inside of that as well. Passive Daily Pay Blueprint, you still get 2 income streams, and Launchpad, you still get 1 income stream. Every single product includes an automated system and your email automations, because we want you to learn how to create passive income online. So you're listening to me right now and you're probably like, man, this sounds really good. I really want to be like Lulama. I really want to be like Christina, but do I have time? So I'm going to have Amy come on, you guys, and share with you, because when she discovered our program, she had 2 jobs. 2 jobs as a single mom, and she was able to turn her 2 jobs into making 6 figures in 9 months. So Amy, I'm gonna let you be their hope dealer today for the people that don't think they have enough time.
Absolutely. I just got one question for everybody in here, and I want to see your answer in the comments. How many of you have 2, 3 jobs? How many of you are always looking for a way to make more money somehow, get another job, work overtime? Because I know you're here for a reason, and that's exactly why I wanted a way out, because I was sick and dang tired of struggling. I got a divorce. I ended up taking care of 3 kids on my own, and I was the only person that financially took care of them. What was I supposed to do? I grew up believing and only seeing when people needed more money, they got another job. And if one wasn't enough, they got a second job and a third job, or they were side hustle, this, that, go work at the coffee shop, whatever. I was tired of living like that. But I didn't know, because I had no clue about automations. What's automations? What does that mean? Big corporations have online businesses, right? I didn't know that somebody like myself, a single mom that worked in the trucking industry, that was a waitress, working 70 hours a week for years, just grinding. Christina was talking about being at her kids' baseball. I had 3 kids in 3 different sports year round, trying to fit all of this in. I needed hope. I needed purpose. And I had, so I thought, no way out, until I seen one video of a single mom that took a chance on herself. And I said, why not me? I don't know anything about social media, because my daughter had just put me on there. She literally created my TikTok for me. I could barely order on Amazon. But I was so sick and tired of crying in the shower. I was so sick and tired of telling my kids, no, maybe next week. Let me see next paycheck. Maybe we can afford that. There was no way in heck that I could get a third job. I mean, I'm already sleeping on 1.5 hours of, a night, if that, and trying to be there for them. I had to find the answer. But here's the biggest thing. I didn't know social media. I had no clue how websites worked, how marketing worked, sales worked. I had never done anything like any of this at all. I can move a semi truck from the West Coast to the East Coast in my sleep. I can deliver food to a table, and I can give you the best customer service there is in a restaurant. But I knew nothing about this other stuff until I found this program that broke it down for me step by step. Taught me what automations were. Collecting emails. So those emails will go out automatically to people. They get to hear my story, and then they can tell their story to help other people. It's a trickle down effect. So if I can learn and I can fit in 16 to 18 hours a day, grinding, I can fit the step-by-step program into my day, throughout my day, just following what we're taught in this program. Anybody can do this. Absolutely. You just got to want more for you. You got to want more for your family and your kids. I got tired of looking at my kids and disappointing them. They didn't complain, but I felt it. I knew it. And I had to change that, not only for me, but for my kids. And now today, I get to share my story like I'm doing with you, to give you hope to change yours. I want you to get out there and tell your story like we've all done, so you realize you're not alone. Mm-hmm. And if we can do this, just everyday people working average jobs and just tired of the hustle, If we can do this, you can absolutely do this. Step by step, you're going to learn how to make money online. It's up to you, though. If you're tired of struggling, we're here to help. We have an amazing community of people just like you. Thank you, Michelle.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. You guys borrow her hope right now. And you might be going, okay, how do I get started? How do I be part of your community? How do I be surrounded by this? How do I learn this? We'll get back with the person that shared this with you, and they have sent you an email. That's how you got on here. If you scroll down to the bottom of the email, you're going to see a PS in that email that shows you their website. Scroll through their website, see what they offer, get the program that is best for you. We know one size doesn't fit all. That's why we like to have options for you. Now you get some bonuses today. Freedom Friday, you get some bonuses. And one of the bonus is you're going to get access to our digital growth community where you're going to get the most amazing support and mentoring to help you. You're also going to get another bonus, the 3C formula training, where you're going to learn how to create content and have clarity, certainty, and connection in your content, because connection equals currency. So you're going to get free access to that as well. And you're also going to get the community builders training that we did. And you're going to learn exactly what Lulama did, of how she's created her own community to help people with traveling, right? If you want to build a faceless brand, you're going to get the Invisible Empire training as well. And you're going to get 200 digital products. So ideas. So if you want to even create your own product, you're going to get that as well. So again, just get back with the person that shared this with you, and they can, they gave you a website. Check it out. If you have any questions, email them. They would love to answer questions. And I can't wait to see you inside our community. Now, what I want to do real quick, because you've heard us talk about Daryl a lot, I just want to see if he can jump on and share his story. I haven't even got to ask him. I think I've seen him on here though. Oh, Daryl, can you share? Just short notice.
Freedom Friday, man. You
There
heard
you
me say
go.
that, and it just feels good, just it's crazy when you can just be at the house in your little, little footy still, and you don't have any
Yeah,
shoes
look,
on.
Daryl, I got my house shoes on still.
It's a good feeling. 2 years ago I'd be on the road, house to house, driving all over Tennessee, helping people with life insurance. And here I am now, you know, up $300 already, and I haven't even been outside yet. So, well, actually I have. I went to the gym earlier. But anyway, man, I just appreciate you guys. I get fired up every time I hear Amy's story, because when I think about just being a single mom raising three kids. I grew up in a single parent home, so I know how that is. Just from that standpoint, and it's just inspiring to hear that story and working on them kind of hours. And then hearing Christina's story, because I can remember back here in December, I can remember when Christina started, and she was coming on the ranks, and I remember telling her this, Michelle, this is no lie. I told her, I said, because she was, she's real consistent. She shows up, and I told her, I said, I think you can make 10 grand in January, and I said, I said, you can make it one time. Unless something crazy happens, you can continue to do that. And she was able to do that in January and February too. And so now it's just good to see that, because everybody starts at the same place. And I think we get caught up in the seeing people who have made money, and we think they just came in and just started winging it right out the gate and making a lot of money. But everybody starts at ground zero. You got to go through the training. You got to pop up on them webinars. You got to get coached and mentored. And that's the thing, that this program provides you with everything. There's nothing that this program that Michelle has created doesn't provide us with. And it is proven, because we've got so many people who have made income, just regular blue collar men and women from all backgrounds, ethnicities, races, different cultures, everything. But a little bit about me real quick. I don't want to be long. Guys, before I came into the online space, I spent 30 years working in corporate America. All I've known is 12-hour days, 10-hour days, manual labor, back breaking, sweating, struggling, broke, living check to check, stressed out, borderline alcoholic. I mean, I can go on all day. I worked a job for 14 years. I was a foreman over 6 welders in a department. They came in on a Tuesday and just told me, hey, they were moving in another direction. No 2-week warning, no 2-week warning, no, hey, we're gonna give you time enough to find you another job. Just like that. You're just done, and called myself separated from my family. I'm gonna try not to get emotional because every time I think about this, man, I tend to get emotional. But I caught myself separated from my family and I had to go live in a shelter for 11 and a half months. And it was at that moment I just told myself, I got to find a way where I can make money that's not only tied to somebody else controlling it, but also enough money where I didn't have to miss out on, I know Christine was talking about how the lady was going to have to work or something like that, and they were going to miss her kids' games. I missed out on so many of my kids, my daughter's t-ball games, my son's little football games growing up because I was in work at a factory working 10, 12 hours a day, Saturday, Sunday, 6, 7 days a week. And I remember in that shelter, I went on YouTube and typed in how to make money from home, because people were making money from home. You don't know what you don't know. And you see all this stuff and I came online and of course I tried everything. I made a little money, but the reason why I didn't make money enough to like I am now to the point where I don't have to work a job is because I didn't have the right training, something we have here. I didn't have any coaching or mentoring, something we have here. I didn't have a community. I never even heard of nothing like that. We have that here. I had no support. We have that here. I had no systems. We have that here. Everything that you need to be successful is literally rolled out like a red carpet. All you have to do is implement it. And so when I joined this program, a week before I found this program, guys, I literally had negative $6.34 in the bank. Like I was broke. And my daughter wasn't even living at home with us because she was staying with her friends because we didn't even have food in the fridge. And the next week on January the 13th is when I came across a Facebook post. A lady was talking about something about she made $600 in 2 hours or something. I can't remember what it was. And I just, I realized when you come online, you always see opportunities, and you may not know what they are, but you always see them. And it just, I was like, I was just curious, and I realized curiosity can pay you. And so I reached out to her and I just got the information, guys. I remember seeing Michelle talking on some video and she was just talking about the community and automation and all this other stuff and 100% profit and I was looking at some of the testimonials inside of the community and it's crazy because we're almost at 60,000 and I want to say when I joined it was at like 3,000 or 5,000. It wasn't many, which is crazy, but I joined 2 days later, guys. And again, I didn't have the money. I had over $7,000 of monthly expenses and we only had about $4,500 of income coming in, me and my wife at the time, and I had just got my life insurance check, so I was already broke. But I told myself, well, I don't have nothing, so I have nothing to lose. That was my whole mentality. Because if I would have paid the bills, I was still gonna be broke. I was gonna be over $6,000 left to pay bills. So I joined at the payment plan. I joined in at one of the programs that paid $75. That's what I always tell people, Michelle. I jump started my business with just 75 with just $75, man. Country boy from Tennessee, just wanting to not work a job, don't want to work 12 hours a day, don't want to be working in the summer and on Saturdays when people at the park, people at Six Flags, Disney World, the water slide. I wanted to be there, but I wasn't. And so I joined this program. Guys, you don't have to be smarter. You don't have to be smarter than a fifth grader to learn how to build a business. This is set up so simple. It's set up real simple. It's just watch the videos, implement. Watch the videos, implement. Watch the videos, implement. Stay consistent, ask questions. That's it, and and you'll just continue to get better. And also the 90-day run is so powerful because this helped me a lot because when I first started, I was doing the copy and paste free ads. I ended up getting my investment back in 3 days. I wasn't even on social media. I wasn't even doing any of that. I was just winging it. And we went through the 90-day run. That helped me a lot. I ended up going from negative $6 to 100 grand in 4 months, guys. And I mean, it's, you don't know what you don't know. And and I didn't even have the structure. I didn't have the skills down like I have now. But I say this, the money is fine, guys, but it's just the freedom that you get, the freedom of knowing that, you get to wake up now on days. I get to wake up now on days where I don't have to go to work. Like I don't even have any clocks in my house. I have one clock in the living room and the handle's broke on it. So it don't even work. So I don't even have any clocks because I don't wake up when I have to. I wake up when I'm done sleeping. And there is a difference because I don't have to report to a job. I don't have to report to a boss. I get to wake up from the skills that I've learned in this program to create content on social media and relax, guys, because my system runs on itself. And Now I get to coach people. Thanks to Michelle and what she's taught me, I have my own community. I get to teach. I get to help other people because my goal is to teach people how to enhance their skills, make $10,000 because I think that is the sweet spot. I think if you can learn how to do that, which this program can teach you how to do it, you'll never have to work a job again, ever. You'll never have to work a job, and you're only going to get better, but you have to start. You need the training to learn. I always tell people, Michelle, a doctor didn't wake up one day and say, hey, you know what? I'm a doctor. A nurse didn't wake up one day and say, hey, you know what? I think I'm just going to go deliver a baby, right? I didn't wake up one day and say, well, man, I'm a welder. No, I went through 12 weeks of weld training to learn how to be a master welder. This program teaches you how to build an online business if you do not know how to do it. If you don't need, you need social media. That's a platform that everybody is on. And this platform, along with this training, this program with the coaching and mentorship, guys, it can put you somewhere you've never been. And I'm not talking about next year or in 3 years. It kind of reminded me where Amy said, I want to say she said when she started, she said, man, if I could just hopefully in 3 years or something like that, I could be out of this job and out of this, and she was quitting both of those jobs in 10 weeks. I ran my business. I worked my 12 hours a day and built this business part-time. And I quit this my life insurance job of 3 years in 6 weeks, guys. And I haven't had a job since March the 1st. I joined on January the 15th of 24, quit my job March the 1st of 24, and I haven't had a job since. And it's all thanks to this program that Michelle has created. Guys, I don't have no degrees. I'm just a country boy from Tennessee who just relocated a little bit outside of Memphis into a bigger house, into, just more opportunities. I mean, I'm in the process of even creating my own digital product, which is, I mean, it's just so much that you just learn, guys. And this is the power, but this would never be possible if I kept saying, well, maybe one day, or one day I'm gonna do it. Well, maybe one day. Well, that's all good for them. Nobody's coming to save me. And I knew that. And that was something, a hard truth I had to accept. And when I accepted that, now it was all about, okay, Daryl, so nobody's going to get you out of this debt. Nobody's going to put food in the house. Nobody's going to help you take care of these kids. Hey, what are you going to do about it? So I had to go looking. And gratefully, and this is why I stay consistent, Michelle, because let's just say that lady who I seen on Facebook, let's say she had decided to say, you know what, I'm not going to do nothing. I'm not going to work today. I would have never saw her. I wouldn't be here sharing this testimonial but she showed up. So this is why I try to show up, because had she not showed up, I wouldn't be here. And I've looked for this lady. I cannot find her anywhere because she just doesn't even know how she's impacted my life. But I just encourage you guys, man. I've been in this program 27 months. It's just been amazing. And it's just good. The community is awesome. Michelle is just amazing. And it's just so many things. Like, you got everything here, guys. It's all you need is give yourself an opportunity, give yourself some grace. Understand you can't build a business in 3 days or 30 days, but you can get results. And I'll say this, like I said, I think Christina said, I said it back then, guys, if you can just stay consistent, if you don't quit, and if you can just follow each one of the videos, you're going to see some type of results, like whether it's in your content, in your leads, sales, whatever, and you're just going to get better if you stay close to the fire. So I just encourage you guys, there's 5 programs you can get started, any of them. A lot of them have installment plans and payment plans, fit anybody's budget. I just want to thank Michelle again for these webinars. It's good to see new people coming on every time. And it just showed you that it works. These people are not coming on here just randomly making up stuff. If they do, they got a phenomenal memory, because I don't know how they do it, but I'm just grateful and thankful to be a part of this journey and seeing all these other people come in and get their lives changed. And it's not going to stop, guys. This is just the beginning. We're going to keep on getting better and better and better. And we would love to have you guys on for the ride. So appreciate you again, Michelle. Congratulations to Christina. Congratulations to the other lady. I can't remember her name. That's just an amazing story, beautiful story. And this is what it's all about: creating and building memories. And I'm just excited to be on this, be a part of this journey. So appreciate you, Michelle.
Thank you so much for sharing. You guys see what I'm sharing with you. And yes, there's a lot of men that do this. I just asked Lou Mom if she would share today, right? Because her story is just so good. And I've heard it. I'm like, I need you guys to hear her story. But get back with the person that shared this with you. Again, they sent you an email. Scroll down in the email. There's a PS. Go to their website, get the program that is best for you. If you have questions, please email them, reply to that email, ask their questions. They will help you answer questions, and join our community. Be part of this movement. Let's help you learn the skills so you can leave that legacy.